Have you ever felt like you're capable of more, but something invisible keeps holding you back? What if the only thing standing between you and success is the way your mind is wired? It's time to reprogram your brain, unlock your full potential, and take control of your future, starting now. Activate Your Brain. Written and published by Audiobook. Introduction. What if I told you you're only using a fraction of your true potential? That right now, at this very moment, your mind is capable of far more than you've ever imagined. Not just a little more, but exponentially more. But here's the truth. Most people live their entire lives without unlocking even half of their brain's real power. They settle. They follow routines. They live on autopilot. And in doing so, they miss out on the extraordinary. But not you. Not today. Not anymore. You picked up this book because something inside you is searching for more. More clarity, more creativity, more confidence. And that's exactly what you're about to discover. This isn't just another book about brain science or self-improvement. This is a wake-up call. A guide to rewiring your mind, unlocking hidden potential, and training your brain to work for you, not against you. Because here's the secret. Success, happiness, and fulfillment don't come from luck. They come from how you think, how you learn, and how you use the incredible machine inside your head. So, before we begin, ask yourself, what if I could think faster, learn better, and stay focused longer? What if I could break free from mental fog, self-doubt, and fear? What if I could train my mind to unlock limitless possibilities? Because you can. And in this book, I'll show you how. Are you ready to activate your brain? Let's begin. Chapter 1. The switch inside your mind. Imagine a room in total darkness. For years, you've lived in this room. It's familiar, safe. But something always felt off. You could sense there was more, but you couldn't quite see it. Then, one day, you stumble upon a light switch. You hesitate. What if it changes everything? What if it reveals something new? What if it shows you what's been missing all along? With a deep breath, you flip the switch. And suddenly, everything becomes clear. That's what happens when you activate your brain. The truth about your mind. Your mind is a powerful machine, more powerful than any computer on Earth. It's capable of solving problems, creating ideas, and making split-second decisions that could change your life. But here's the problem. Most people never learn how to turn it on. They let fear control them. They let distractions scatter their focus. They let past failures define their future. But not you. Today, you're flipping the switch. And that starts with understanding the 3 biggest mental blocks that hold people back. Block 1. The fear loop. Ever felt stuck? Like no matter how hard you try, you keep ending up in the same place? That's because of something called the fear loop. Your brain is wired for survival, not success. When you step outside your comfort zone, your brain senses danger, even when there's no real threat. It whispers things like, what if I fail? What if people judge me? What if I'm not good enough? So, what happens? You hesitate. You hold back. You stay in the dark room, instead of flipping the switch. But let me tell you a story. How Jim Carrey broke free from fear. Before Jim Carrey became one of the biggest actors in the world, he was broke. His family lived in a van. He had no connections. No one believed in him. But he had a vision. One night, he wrote himself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered. He dated it 5 years in the future and kept it in his wallet. Every single day, he looked at that check. He visualized success. He overpowered fear with belief. And guess what? 5 years later, he landed the lead role in Dumb and Dumber, earning exactly $10 million. Because he flipped the switch. Fear didn't control him. He controlled fear. And you can too. Block 2. The distraction trap. Have you ever sat down to do something important, only to check your phone 5 minutes later? Then suddenly, an hour is gone. Your brain is constantly bombarded with distractions. Social media, emails, notifications, endless noise. And here's the scary part. Every distraction weakens your ability to focus. It's like trying to build muscle, but stopping every 2 minutes to scroll on your phone. Would you see results?
No.
That's why highly successful people guard their focus like gold. Elon Musk schedules his entire day in 5-minute blocks. Warren Buffett spends 80% of his time reading, away from distractions. J.K. Rowling finished Harry Potter by locking herself in a hotel room, away from social media. They know the truth. Your ability to focus is your greatest superpower. So, here's your challenge. For the next 7 days, eliminate one major distraction. Delete one app that wastes your time. Set your phone to Do Not Disturb during important tasks. Spend the first 30 minutes of your day without screens. It will feel strange at first, but soon you'll notice something incredible. Your mind will sharpen. Your energy will rise. Your productivity will skyrocket. Because now you're in control. Block 3. The story you tell yourself. What do you believe about yourself? Do you believe you're smart, capable, worthy of success? Or do you tell yourself, I'll never be good at this. I'm just not that kind of person. I wasn't born with talent. Here's the truth. The stories you tell yourself shape your reality. If you believe you're not good enough, you'll act like it. If you believe you can't change, you won't. But the moment you start rewriting your story, your entire life changes. So, repeat after me. I am capable. I am powerful. I am in control. Because the truth is, you are. And this is only the beginning. Are you ready to keep going? Because in the next chapter, we'll go even deeper. And by the end of this book, your brain will never be the same again. Chapter 2. Reprogramming your mind for success. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to achieve success effortlessly, while others struggle, despite working just as hard? What if I told you it's not about intelligence? It's not about luck. It's not even about talent. It's about how their mind is programmed. Most people don't realize this, but from the moment we're born, our brains are shaped by beliefs, experiences, and repeated thoughts. Some of these beliefs empower us. Others limit us, keeping us stuck playing small and holding back from our full potential. But here's the good news. You can reprogram your mind. You can break free from self-doubt. You can rewire your thoughts for success. You can train your brain to work for you, not against you. And in this chapter, you'll learn exactly how to do it. The power of your subconscious mind. Right now, as you listen to this, your subconscious mind is processing thousands of pieces of information. It controls your habits. It influences your decisions. It even shapes how you see yourself. Think about this. Have you ever heard a song from your childhood and suddenly remembered where you were, what you were doing, even how you felt at that moment? That's your subconscious mind at work. It stores every experience, every memory, every repeated thought you've ever had. And the more you repeat something, the more your mind accepts it as truth. This is why people who constantly think, I'm not good enough, eventually believe it. But it's also why those who say, I always find a way, always find a way. Because what you tell yourself becomes your reality. So, the question is, what story are you telling yourself? The lies we've been taught. From a young age, we're told things like, be realistic. Success is for lucky people. That's just how life is. But are these really true? Or are they just stories that have been passed down, accepted, and repeated until they became programmed into our minds? Look at Oprah Winfrey. She was told she'd never make it in television. She was fired from her first reporting job. If she had believed the story that I'm not meant for success, she would have quit. But she rewrote her story. She chose to believe. My voice matters. I am capable. I will not give up. And today, she's one of the most influential women in the world. Now, ask yourself, what limiting beliefs have been running in the background of your mind? Maybe it's, I'm not smart enough. I'm too old to change. I've already failed too many times. Whatever it is, it's time to delete that script. The 3-step process to reprogram your mind. If you want to activate your brain's full power, you need to take control of your thoughts.
Here's how.
Step 1. Identify the lies. Take a moment and ask yourself, what negative beliefs have been holding me back? Where did they come from? Are they actually true? Most of the time, you'll realize these beliefs are just assumptions, not facts. For example, I'm bad at math.
No. You were just never taught the right way.
I can't start a business.
No.
You just haven't learned how yet. I'm not creative.
No.
You just haven't exercised that muscle. Once you expose a limiting belief, it loses its power. Step 2. Rewrite the story. Now, flip the script. For every negative belief, create a new empowering belief. For example, I'm not confident. Every day, I am becoming more confident. I'm not good with money. I am learning how to manage money wisely. I always fail. Every setback teaches me something valuable. Notice something? These new beliefs are present tense and action-based. Because the more you say something, the more your brain believes it. Step 3. Take control of your inner voice. Every day, your mind is filled with self-talk. Most people aren't even aware of it. But your inner dialogue controls how you feel, act, and think. If your mind is filled with, I'm not good enough. I can't do this. What's the point in trying? Then your brain accepts those thoughts as commands. But if you fill your mind with, I am capable. I will figure this out. Every day, I'm getting better. Then guess what happens? Your brain starts working in your favor. So, from this moment on, speak to yourself like you would speak to your best friend. Because the words you repeat are the reality you create. The final shift. By now, you understand. Your subconscious mind is always listening. Your thoughts shape your beliefs. Your beliefs shape your actions. Your actions shape your future. So, if you want a different future, it starts with a different mindset. Let me leave you with this. Every person you admire, every successful entrepreneur, athlete, artist, leader, had to reprogram their mind at some point. Because the truth is, no one is born with confidence. No one is born with success. No one is born with an unstoppable mindset. It is built. It is trained. It is activated. And so can you. Your thoughts are yours to control. And now, you know how to flip the switch. Chapter 3. Training your brain for peak performance. Think about this for a moment. What if you could think faster, learn better, and stay focused longer? What if you could train your brain to work at its highest potential, just like an elite athlete trains their body? Here's the truth. You can. Because your brain is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. The sharper it becomes. The faster it processes information. The more effortlessly it solves problems. And in this chapter, you'll learn how to unlock your brain's peak performance mode so that you can think clearer, focus deeper, and achieve more than ever before. The science of a high-performance brain. Have you ever heard of neuroplasticity? It's one of the most groundbreaking discoveries in brain science. For decades, scientists believed that the brain was fixed after childhood, that your intelligence, memory, and mental abilities were set for life. But now we know that's completely false. Your brain is constantly rewiring itself based on your habits, experiences, and thoughts. Every time you learn something new, Your brain forms new neural connections. Every time you challenge yourself, your brain grows stronger. And the best part? This process never stops. No matter your age, no matter your past, no matter how you've thought before, your brain can change. You can upgrade your mental abilities. You can become sharper, faster, and more focused.
And here's how.
The 3 pillars of brain training. There are 3 critical areas that determine how well your brain performs. 1. Mental clarity, the ability to think with sharpness and focus. 2. Cognitive speed, how quickly your brain processes and retains information. 3. Memory power, the ability to absorb, store, and recall details effortlessly. Each one of these can be trained, enhanced, and strengthened just like a muscle. And in the next sections, I'll show you exactly how to do it. Pillar 1. Mental clarity, the focus formula. How often do you feel distracted? 1 minute you're working, the next you're checking your phone. 1 minute you're having a conversation, the next your mind drifts somewhere else. In today's world, mental clarity is rare. Most people's brains are constantly overloaded with social media notifications, emails and messages, endless distractions pulling their attention in every direction. But here's the reality. A distracted mind is a weak mind. Your focus is your greatest superpower. And if you can train your brain to eliminate distractions, you will achieve more in 1 hour than most people do in an entire day. The 30-second focus reset. Whenever you feel distracted, use this technique to regain instant mental clarity. Pause, stop whatever you're doing, and close your eyes for a moment. Breathe, take a deep breath in, hold for 4 seconds, and slowly exhale. Ask yourself, what's the most important thing I need to focus on right now? This resets your brain, clears mental clutter, and brings your attention back to what truly matters. Now, let's take it further. Pillar 2. Cognitive speed, thinking faster and smarter. Do you ever feel like your mind is slower than it used to be? Like you can't think as quickly or recall information as easily? That's because your brain needs exercise. Just like a muscle, if you don't challenge your brain, it starts to weaken over time. But when you train your cognitive speed, your mind becomes faster at solving problems, sharper at analyzing situations, more creative in generating ideas. And one of the best ways to train your cognitive speed? The 5-minute brain challenge. Every day, spend just 5 minutes doing a mental challenge that forces your brain to think quickly. Memory drills. Try to memorize a short list of random words and recall them after a few minutes. Rapid math. Do quick mental math problems, e.g., 27 by 14 or 512 divided by 8. Speed reading. Read a passage twice as fast as usual, then summarize what you just read. It sounds simple, but these small daily exercises rewire your brain for faster thinking. Do this for 30 days, and you'll notice a massive difference in how quickly your mind processes information. Pillar 3. Memory power. Remember everything effortlessly. Have you ever met someone, shook their hand, and then forgot their name 10 seconds later? It happens to everyone. But the truth is, your memory isn't broken, it's just untrained. Memory is a skill, and with the right techniques, you can train your brain to recall anything effortlessly. The memory link method. Here's a secret memory trick used by memory champions and top performers. Visualize the information. If you need to remember a name, imagine writing it in bold letters across their forehead. Link it to something familiar. If their name is Jack, picture them standing next to a giant playing card Jack. Repeat it immediately. Within 10 seconds of hearing it, say it to yourself. Jack, Jack, Jack. This simple technique increases retention by 80% and makes sure you never forget important details again. Try it next time you meet someone new. And watch how powerful your memory really is. The daily brain activation routine. If you want to think clearer, focus deeper, and unlock peak brain performance, follow this simple daily brain activation routine. Morning Brain Boost. Start your day with deep breathing and 5 minutes of mental stimulation, reading, puzzles, memory drills. Eliminate distractions. Work in focused time blocks. Turn off notifications and avoid multitasking. Feed your brain. Eat brain-boosting foods like blueberries, walnuts, and dark chocolate. Move your body. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain, improving cognitive function. Nighttime review. Before bed, mentally review what you learned that day. This strengthens memory retention. Commit to this routine for 1 week. And watch how quickly your brain sharpens. The next level, your limitless mind. By now, you've learned how to reprogram your mind for success, how to train your brain for peak performance, how to think faster, focus better, and remember more. But this is just the beginning. Because in the next chapter, we're diving into something even more powerful, your subconscious mind. The hidden force that controls your decisions, emotions, and reality. Most people let it run on autopilot. But you won't. You'll learn how to control it, harness it, and use it to create the life you want. Are you ready? Because your transformation is just getting started. Chapter 4. Unlocking the power of your subconscious mind. Have you ever had a gut feeling that turned out to be right? Or an idea that suddenly came out of nowhere, only to realize later that it was exactly what you needed? That wasn't random. That was your subconscious mind at work. Right now, beneath the surface of your awareness, your subconscious is processing millions of pieces of information. It's shaping your habits. It's influencing your decisions. It's guiding your emotions, whether you realize it or not. But here's the most important part. Your subconscious mind doesn't just react. It creates. Every belief you hold, every expectation you set, every thought you repeat, your subconscious takes it as a command and works tirelessly to make it real. Which means, if you don't control your subconscious mind, it will control you. But if you learn how to program it, you can change your entire reality. And in this chapter, you'll learn exactly how to do that. What is the subconscious mind? To understand how powerful your subconscious is, let's use an analogy. Think of your mind as an iceberg. The small part above the water is your conscious mind. This is where you think, analyze, and make everyday decisions. But the huge, hidden part beneath the surface? That's your subconscious mind. It controls your automatic behaviors, your emotions and fears, your deeply ingrained habits and beliefs. And here's the shocking part. Your subconscious controls 95% of your daily life. Think about when you drive a car. At first, you have to consciously focus on everything, steering, shifting gears, checking mirrors. But after a while, it becomes automatic. Your subconscious mind takes over. The same thing happens with your habits, emotions, and even your self-identity. Which is why, if you've been stuck in negative patterns, bad habits, or limiting beliefs, it's not your fault. It's just the way your subconscious has been programmed. But the moment you take control of it, everything changes. How your subconscious secretly controls your life. Your subconscious doesn't question. It doesn't analyze. It simply follows orders. If you constantly tell yourself, "I'm bad with money," your subconscious will make sure you stay broke. If you keep thinking, "I always mess things up," your subconscious will create situations that reinforce that belief. If you believe, "I'm not good enough," your subconscious will block opportunities that could prove you wrong. Your subconscious mind is like a loyal servant. It listens to everything you say and works to make it true. This is why successful people train their subconscious. They repeat powerful affirmations. They visualize their goals daily. They speak about their dreams as if they're already real. Because when you feed your subconscious the right commands, it starts working for you instead of against you. So, how do you reprogram it? Let's break it down. The 3 laws of subconscious reprogramming. If you want to unlock your subconscious power, you must understand 3 key principles. These laws will help you shift your deepest beliefs and transform the way your mind works. Law number 1. Repetition rewires your brain. Your subconscious learns through repetition. Every thought you repeat, every word you say, every action you take, your subconscious records it like a program. Think about when you learned to tie your shoes. At first, it was difficult, but after enough practice, it became automatic. That's because repetition creates new neural pathways, rewiring your brain to make a habit effortless. The same applies to confidence, success, and mindset. If you repeat, "I am confident" every day, you start feeling more confident. If you repeat, "I attract wealth" daily, your mind begins seeking financial opportunities. If you repeat, "I am disciplined and focused," you naturally become more productive. So, here's your challenge. For the next 21 days, repeat one powerful affirmation every morning. Say it out loud. Feel it. Because the more you repeat it, the more it becomes your reality. Law number 2. Your brain believes what you visualize. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between a real experience and a vividly imagined one. This is why athletes, performers, and high achievers use visualization to program their minds for success. Michael Phelps visualized winning every race before he even stepped in the pool. Arnold Schwarzenegger saw himself as a champion before he won his first bodybuilding title. Jim Carrey wrote himself a $10 million check before he ever made it big. And guess what? It worked. Because when you repeatedly visualize success, your brain starts believing it's real. And once your subconscious accepts something as real, it works nonstop to make it happen. So here's what you do. Close your eyes. Imagine your dream life in perfect detail. Feel the emotions as if it's already yours. The more real it feels in your mind, the faster your subconscious makes it a reality. Law number 3. Emotion supercharges your programming. The stronger the emotion, the deeper it imprints on your subconscious. Think about it. You remember moments of extreme happiness, times of deep pain, events that triggered strong emotions.
Why?
Because emotion locks information into your subconscious. This is why affirmations and visualization must be emotional. If you say, "I am successful" with passion, your brain believes it. If you visualize your goals with excitement, your subconscious acts on it. If you affirm your confidence with certainty, your mind makes it real. So, when you repeat your affirmations, don't just say the words. Feel them. Believe them. Own them. Because the more emotion you attach, the faster your subconscious shifts. Programming your subconscious for success. Now that you understand how your subconscious works, let's put it into action. Here's your subconscious activation routine.
1.
Every morning, repeat 3 powerful affirmations. Say them out loud. Feel the meaning behind them. Believe every word.
2.
Spend 5 minutes visualizing your ideal future. See it in detail. Imagine yourself living it. Feel the emotions as if it's real.
3.
Speak only what you want to be true. No more negative self-talk. No more "I can't." Only words that empower and strengthen you. Do this for the next 30 days. And watch what happens. Because once your subconscious is programmed for success, nothing can stop you. Chapter 5. Turning your mind into a magnet for success. Have you ever met someone who seems to attract success effortlessly? No matter what they do, opportunities open up. People want to work with them. Success seems to flow to them with ease. It's almost as if they have some invisible force working in their favor. But here's the truth. It's not luck. It's not magic. It's not something only a few people are born with. It's the power of mental attraction. And in this chapter, You're going to learn how to activate it for yourself so that you can start attracting success, wealth, and opportunities effortlessly. The secret of success magnetism. Your mind is a powerful magnet. Whatever you focus on, whatever you believe, whatever you expect, you naturally attract more of it into your life. This isn't just a theory. It's backed by science. Your brain has something called the reticular activating system, RAS. It's a filter that controls what you notice, focus on, and attract into your life. For example, have you ever bought a new car and suddenly started seeing that exact model everywhere? That's because your brain is now focused on it. The same thing happens with opportunities, ideas, and success. The more you focus on something, the more your mind starts recognizing it, the more you take action toward it, and the more it begins to show up in your life. Which means, if you train your brain to focus on success, success will find you. But if you constantly focus on problems, doubts, and fears, you'll attract more of those things instead. So the key is directing your mind toward what you actually want. The 3 laws of mental attraction. If you want to become a magnet for success, you must master these 3 powerful laws. These are the exact mental strategies used by the world's highest achievers, whether they realize it or not. Let's break them down. Law number 1. Clarity creates power. Most people never get what they want because they don't actually know what they want. They say things like, I want more money. I want success. I want to be happy. But what does that actually mean? How much money? What does success look like to you? What does happiness feel like in your life? Your mind needs specific, clear instructions to work with. If you give it vague goals, you get vague results. But when you tell your brain exactly what you want, it starts working 24/7 to make it happen. How to get clear on your goals? Take a moment right now and answer this. What do I really want? How much money do I want to earn per month? What kind of lifestyle do I want to live? What kind of person do I want to become? Be specific. The clearer your vision, the faster your mind will start attracting it into reality. Law number 2. Act as if it's already yours. Here's one of the biggest secrets of high achievers. They think, act, and believe in their success before it happens. They don't wait until they have money to feel wealthy. They don't wait until they have confidence to act confident. They don't wait for success to show up before they believe it's possible. Instead, they start acting as if their success is already real. And guess what happens? Their subconscious mind accepts it as truth. Their brain starts aligning their thoughts, emotions, and actions toward that vision. And before they know it, their external reality starts matching their internal belief. This is called identity-based transformation. If you want to become successful, don't just think about success. Become the person who attracts it. Start carrying yourself with confidence. Start making decisions like a high achiever. Start seeing yourself as the person who already has what you desire. Because once your mind believes it, your reality will follow. Law number 3. Take aligned action. Mental attraction is powerful, but it's not about just thinking positive thoughts. If you want to turn your vision into reality, you must take aligned action. The universe doesn't reward wishful thinking. It rewards bold action. So once you've gotten clear on your vision, ask yourself, what small step can I take today to move closer to my goal? If you want to start a business, can you research your market today? If you want to improve your health, can you commit to 10 minutes of exercise today? If you want to become more confident, can you practice standing taller and speaking with certainty today? Success doesn't happen overnight, but every small, aligned action adds up. And before you know it, you've built momentum toward your biggest goals. The Success Magnet Daily Routine. Now that you understand the laws of mental attraction, let's put them into practice. Here's your Success Magnet Daily Routine.
1.
Every morning, Visualize your goals as if they're already achieved.
See it in your mind.
Feel the emotions. Believe it's already happening.
2.
Throughout the day, act like the person who already has what you want. Speak with confidence. Make decisions with certainty. Show up as your highest self.
3.
Every night, write down one small action you took toward your goal. This keeps your mind focused on progress. It reinforces your belief that success is happening. It trains your brain to expect results. Do this daily for the next 30 days. And watch how quickly your life starts shifting. Chapter 6. Breaking through mental blocks. Have you ever felt like you were stuck in the same patterns no matter how hard you tried to change? Like something invisible was holding you back from success, confidence, or achieving your biggest goals? You're not alone. Most people don't fail because they aren't smart, capable, or hardworking. They fail because they're trapped by mental blocks. These blocks create invisible walls in your mind. Walls that keep you playing small. Walls that stop you from taking action. Walls that keep success just out of reach. But here's the truth. Those walls are an illusion. And in this chapter, you're going to learn how to destroy them. Because once you break through your mental blocks, you become unstoppable. What exactly are mental blocks? A mental block is like a virus in your brain software. It's a belief, habit, or emotional pattern that tells you, I'm not good enough. I don't deserve success. I'll never be able to change. It's a program running in the background of your mind, controlling your thoughts, emotions, and actions without you realizing it. And the worst part? Most mental blocks are formed in childhood. Think about it. If you were told money is hard to make, your subconscious now rejects financial success. If you were criticized for making mistakes, your brain now fears failure. If you were told be realistic, your mind now avoids dreaming big. These blocks feel real. But in reality, they're just old programs. And today we're going to rewrite them. The 3 biggest mental blocks and how to destroy them. There are 3 main blocks that hold people back. Each one is a mental trap that keeps success just out of reach. But once you learn how to break them, everything changes. Block 1. The fear of failure. This is the number 1 reason people stay stuck. They don't take action because they're terrified of failing. They fear looking stupid. They fear wasting time and effort. They fear proving their own doubts right. So they stay in their comfort zone. They hesitate. They procrastinate. They wait for the perfect time, which never comes. But here's the secret. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. Think about the most successful people in history. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first TV job. Elon Musk had multiple failed companies before Tesla succeeded. If they had let failure stop them, they would have never reached success. So, how do you overcome the fear of failure? The failure reframe technique. Anytime you feel afraid of failure, ask yourself, what is this failure teaching me? Every setback contains a lesson. If you fail at a business, you learn how to do it better next time. If you get rejected, you learn what to improve. If you make a mistake, you learn how to adjust. The only real failure is quitting. Everything else is just a lesson. So, from this moment forward, fail forward. Learn fast. Adapt quickly. And keep moving. Because the faster you fail, the faster you succeed. Block 2. The limiting identity. Your identity is the story you tell yourself about who you are. And most people's identity is too small. They say things like, I'm just not that kind of person. I've never been good at that. That's not who I am. But here's the truth. Your identity is flexible. You are not your past. You are not your old habits. You are not your mistakes. You can become whoever you decide to be. Look at Arnold Schwarzenegger. He wasn't born a bodybuilder, he trained for it. He wasn't born an actor, he learned it. He wasn't born a politician, he stepped into it. At every stage of his life, he expanded his identity. So, ask yourself, who do I need to become to achieve my goals? If you want to be successful, start thinking like a successful person. If you want to be confident, start acting like a confident person. If you want to be wealthy, start making decisions like a wealthy person. Because the moment you shift your identity, your entire life changes. Block 3. The comfort zone trap. Most people live inside a mental cage. They stay in familiar routines, avoiding risk, challenge, and discomfort.
Why?
Because the brain is wired for safety. It doesn't care if you're successful or fulfilled. It only cares if you're safe and comfortable. Which is why trying something new feels scary. Speaking up makes you nervous. Taking action outside your comfort zone feels uncomfortable. But here's the reality. Growth only happens outside of comfort. Everything you want, success, confidence, wealth, opportunity, exists beyond your comfort zone. So, how do you break free? The 5-second rule. Whenever you feel fear, hesitation, or doubt, use this simple trick. Count down from 5. The moment you hit 1, take action. Why does this work? Because it shuts down overthinking. It forces you to move before fear stops you. Try it next time you're about to. Speak up in a meeting. Approach someone new. Make a bold decision. Count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go.
And watch how quickly your courage grows. Your breakthrough is now. By now, you understand. Mental blocks are not real limitations. Fear of failure is just a mindset trap. Your identity can expand and evolve. Success happens outside your comfort zone. So, now the question is, what are you going to do with this knowledge? Because knowing these things isn't enough. You must act. So, here's your challenge. For the next 7 days, do one thing every day that makes you uncomfortable. Say yes to an opportunity that scares you. Speak up when you normally stay silent. Push yourself 10% harder in whatever you do. Because the more you stretch your limits, the more your mind expands. And once you break through mental blocks, nothing will stop you. Chapter 7. Mastering Discipline and Self-Control. What separates the dreamers from the achievers? Why do some people set goals but never follow through, while others push through obstacles, distractions, and doubt until they succeed? It's not talent. It's not intelligence. It's not luck. It's discipline. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and your reality. Without it, nothing happens. Without it, success is just a wish. Without it, even the most talented people fail. But with discipline, you become unstoppable. And in this chapter, you're going to learn how to build ironclad self-discipline so that nothing, not fear, laziness, or excuses, can stop you from achieving your full potential. The myth of motivation. Most people wait for motivation to take action. I'll go to the gym when I feel motivated. I'll start my business when I'm inspired. I'll work harder when I'm in the right mood. But here's the truth. Motivation is unreliable. Some days you feel inspired. Other days you don't. But success doesn't care about how you feel. And if you only take action when you feel like it, you will fail. Successful people don't rely on motivation. They rely on discipline. Discipline means you do what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. And that is what separates winners from the rest. The 2 types of discipline. There are 2 kinds of discipline. Reactive discipline, forcing yourself to act when you feel unmotivated. Proactive discipline, building habits so you don't have to rely on willpower. Most people try to force themselves to be disciplined. They think willpower alone will keep them consistent. But willpower is like a muscle. It gets tired if you overuse it. That's why high achievers don't just force discipline. They automate it. They create routines, systems, and habits that make success inevitable. And that's exactly what you're about to learn. The 3 laws of unbreakable discipline. If you want to develop unshakable self-discipline, you must master these 3 laws. These are the same principles that top athletes, CEOs, and high achievers use to stay disciplined even when they don't feel like it. Let's break them down. Law number 1. Make discipline automatic. Discipline isn't about forcing yourself to act. It's about making the right actions so automatic that they require no effort. Think about brushing your teeth. Do you struggle to do it every morning?
No.
Because it's a habit. Your brain doesn't have to decide, you just do it. Now, imagine if going to the gym, or waking up early, or working on your goals was just as effortless. That's what happens when you turn discipline into a habit. The 2-minute rule: how to build a habit that sticks. Whenever you want to start a new habit, make it so easy you can't fail. Here's how. Start with just 2 minutes. Want to work out? Do 2 minutes of stretching. Want to read more? Read 1 page. Want to wake up early? Get out of bed and stand for 2 minutes. Celebrate the small win. Your brain craves success. When you complete a small habit, you feel accomplished. Expand the habit gradually. Once the 2-minute version feels automatic, increase it. Soon, you're working out for an hour without thinking about it. Small habits lead to massive change. And the easiest way to build discipline is to make success effortless. Law number 2. Remove choice. Set yourself up for success. Most people fail at discipline because they give themselves too many options. They say, I'll try to wake up early tomorrow. Maybe I'll work out after work. I'll start eating healthy next week. These are weak commitments. They leave room for excuses. And that's why they fail. High achievers don't try to be disciplined. They design their environment so that success is the only option. The no-choice method: how to remove excuses. If you struggle to stay disciplined, follow these steps. Make it impossible to fail. Want to eat healthier? Remove all junk food from your house. Want to stop scrolling social media? Delete the apps. Want to wake up early? Put your alarm across the room. Commit publicly. Announce your goal to friends or social media. When others know, you feel accountable. Use a discipline trigger. A trigger is a cue that reminds you to take action. Example: after brushing your teeth, do 10 push-ups. By removing choices and setting up triggers, you make discipline effortless. Law number 3. Master your mindset. The final key to unbreakable discipline? Your mindset. Because here's the truth. If you believe, I'm not disciplined, I've never been consistent, I always give up, then your brain will make those beliefs true. But if you believe, I am disciplined, I follow through on my commitments, I am in control of my actions, then discipline becomes who you are. The discipline affirmation method. Every morning, say these affirmations out loud. I am disciplined and focused. I take action even when I don't feel like it. I follow through on my goals no matter what. Your subconscious mind absorbs what you tell it. And the more you reinforce these beliefs, the more disciplined you become. The 7-Day Discipline Challenge. Now that you know how to build unstoppable discipline, it's time to apply it. Here's your challenge. For the next 7 days, follow this simple discipline routine. Pick one habit you want to build. Make it small and easy to start. Set up your environment for success. Remove distractions and obstacles. Follow through and no matter what. No excuses. No delays. Just action. This is how you train your brain to be disciplined for life. Because once you prove to yourself that you can stay consistent, everything else becomes easier. Chapter 8. Unlocking Unbreakable Confidence. What would you do if you had unbreakable confidence? Would you speak up without fear? Would you go after your biggest goals without hesitation? Would you stop caring about judgment, rejection, or failure? Because here's the truth. Confidence is not a personality trait. It's a skill. And just like any skill, it can be trained, built, and mastered. Right now, you already have confidence inside you. But for most people, it's buried beneath doubt, fear, and years of self-criticism. This chapter will teach you how to activate your confidence, eliminate self-doubt, and walk into any situation feeling powerful, certain, and unstoppable. The myth of natural confidence. Most people believe that confidence is something you're born with. They think, some people are just naturally confident. I've never been confident, so I never will be. Confidence is for outgoing people, not me. But that's a lie. Because confidence is not something you have. Confidence is something you create. Think about the most confident people you know. Were they always confident? Or did they develop confidence over time, through experience, challenges, and action? Look at Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. As a teenager, he was broke, insecure, and struggled with self-doubt. But instead of letting those feelings control him, he built confidence through relentless effort, repetition, and personal growth. And today, he's one of the most charismatic, powerful, and confident people on the planet. His secret? He trained himself to be confident. And so can you. The 3 pillars of unbreakable confidence. Confidence doesn't come from luck. It comes from training your mind, body, and actions to create certainty in yourself. And to do that, you need to master these 3 pillars. Mindset, reprogramming self-doubt into self-belief. Body language, training your body to radiate confidence. Action, taking bold steps to prove to yourself that you are capable. Let's break them down. Pillar number 1, reprogramming self-doubt into self-belief. Confidence is not the absence of fear. Confidence is the ability to act despite fear. And the biggest thing that stops people from being confident? The voice in their head. That inner critic that whispers, "What if I fail? What if they judge me? I'm not good enough." But here's something most people don't realize. That voice is not you. That voice is just a program. A pattern your brain has been running for years, based on past experiences, fears, and false beliefs. And the good news? You can rewrite that program. The confidence reprogramming method. Step 1. Catch the negative thought. Anytime you hear that voice say, "I can't," stop yourself. Step 2. Challenge it. Ask, is this actually true? 99% of the time, it's not. Step 3. Replace it with a powerful belief. Instead of, "I'm not good at this," say, "I am learning and improving every day." Instead of, "I'm too shy," say, "I am growing into a confident person." Repeat this process daily. And over time, your brain will stop doubting
And start believing.
Pillar number 2, training your body to radiate confidence. Your body language affects how you feel. And how you feel determines your confidence. Science proves it. When you stand tall, make eye contact, and take up space, your brain produces more testosterone, power hormone, and less cortisol, stress hormone. In other words, you can create confidence just by changing how you stand, move, and carry yourself. The 30-second confidence booster. Anytime you feel insecure, do this. Stand tall, shoulders back. Take a deep breath, expanding your chest. Smile, even if you don't feel like it. This instantly tricks your brain into feeling more confident. Try it before an interview, meeting, or social event. Your body will lead your mind, and your confidence will follow. Pillar number 3, taking bold action to build proof. The fastest way to build confidence? Do things that scare you. Think about it. The first time you did something new, driving, public speaking, working out, it felt awkward, uncomfortable. even scary. But after doing it a few times, it became natural. Because confidence is not something you think your way into. Confidence is something you build through action. The 5-second rule for immediate courage. Whenever you feel nervous about doing something, follow this rule. Count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go.
Before your brain talks you out of it, take action. This eliminates overthinking and forces you to build confidence in real time. Try it when you want to speak up in a group, want to introduce yourself to someone new, want to take a bold step toward your goal. The more you do this, the more confidence becomes your natural state. The 7-Day Confidence Challenge. Now it's time to apply what you've learned. For the next 7 days, follow this simple confidence-boosting routine. Morning affirmations. Repeat, I am confident, strong, and unstoppable. Power posture. Stand tall and own your space for 2 minutes every morning. Daily bold action. Do one thing every day that makes you uncomfortable. By the end of this challenge, you'll feel a noticeable shift in your confidence. Because confidence isn't just something you practice. It's who you are becoming. Chapter 9. Mastering Emotional Control. Imagine this. You're in the middle of a high-pressure situation. Maybe it's a difficult conversation. Maybe it's an unexpected challenge. Maybe it's a moment where everything feels like it's falling apart. Most people react emotionally. They snap in anger. They panic under stress. They let fear or frustration control their decisions. But not you. Because today, you're going to learn how to master emotional control.
Why?
Because the ability to stay calm, focused, and in control no matter what happens is one of the most powerful skills you can develop. It allows you to make clear, rational decisions under pressure. Turn stress into energy and motivation. Stay composed and confident, even in chaos. And once you master this, nothing can shake you. Let's begin. The truth about emotions. Most people think emotions happen to them, like they have no choice but to react. But here's the truth. You're not your emotions. Emotions are simply signals. They are not facts. They are not commands. They are just temporary waves of energy in your body. And once you realize this, you stop letting emotions control you. Because instead of reacting automatically, you learn how to pause, observe, and respond with power. Let's break it down. The 3 keys to emotional control. If you want to master your emotions, you need to understand 3 powerful principles. Pause before reacting. Reframe negative emotions into power. Train emotional resilience daily. Let's go deeper. Key number 1. Pause before reacting. Have you ever sent an angry text and regretted it later? Have you ever made a bad decision because you were stressed or emotional? That's because your emotions took control before your logic could kick in. Your brain has 2 systems. The reactive brain, emotional, impulsive, immediate reactions. The rational brain, logical, thoughtful, decision-making. When emotions take over, your rational brain shuts down. This is why people say things they don't mean, make impulsive choices, or overreact to small problems. So how do you stop this? The 5-second rule for emotional control. The next time you feel a strong emotion,
Pause. Take a deep breath.
count backward. 5, 4, 3,
2, 1.
Observe. Ask yourself, what am I feeling? Why am I feeling this? Decide. Choose the best response, not the emotional reaction. This simple 5-second pause stops impulsive reactions and allows you to respond with clarity and power. Key number 2, reframe negative emotions into power. Most people believe that negative emotions are bad. But the truth is, negative emotions are energy, and energy can be transformed. Anger can be turned into drive and motivation. Fear can be turned into focus and preparation. Stress can be turned into growth and resilience. Think about top athletes. Before a big game, they feel nervous. But instead of thinking, "I'm scared," they say, "I'm excited. I'm ready." Same energy, different interpretation. And that changes everything. How to reframe emotions instantly. Whenever you feel a strong negative emotion, identify the feeling, e.g., stress, fear, anger. Find the positive reframe. Instead of "I'm stressed," say, "I'm being challenged to grow." Instead of "I'm scared," say, "I'm excited to step up." Instead of "I'm angry," say, "I'm passionate about what I believe in." The words you use change how you feel. So reframe emotions into power. And suddenly, emotions work for you, not against you. Key number 3, train emotional resilience daily. Most people think emotional control is something you either have or don't have. But it's actually like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. And the best way to train emotional control? Expose yourself to controlled discomfort. This teaches your brain how to handle pressure, how to stay calm in chaos, how to push through emotional resistance. The daily emotional resilience training. Every day, do one of the following. Cold showers forces your brain to stay calm under stress. Hard physical exercise trains mental toughness. Daily meditation builds self-awareness and emotional control. These small daily challenges rewire your brain so that when real-life stress happens, you stay calm, focused, and in control. The 7-Day Emotional Control Challenge. For the next 7 days, train yourself to control emotions like a master. Each day, follow these steps. Pause before reacting. Use the 5-second rule. Reframe emotions. Turn stress, fear, and anger into power. Challenge yourself daily. Cold showers, tough workouts, or meditation. By the end of this challenge, you will have trained your brain to stay calm, powerful, and unshakable. Because the truth is, emotional control is not about suppressing emotions. It's about mastering them so that you stay in charge. Chapter 10. How to Think Like a Genius. What if I told you? Genius is not something you are born with. It's something you can train. Think about the greatest minds in history. Albert Einstein, Leonardo da Vinci, Elon Musk, Steve Jobs. What do they all have in common? It's not just intelligence. It's the way they think. They developed unique mental habits that allowed them to see the world differently, solve problems faster, and create ideas that change the world. And in this chapter, you're going to learn exactly how to train your brain to think like a genius. Because intelligence is not fixed. Your brain can grow, evolve, and become sharper every day. Let's begin. The myth of intelligence. Most people believe intelligence is something you're born with. They think, some people are just smarter than others. I'm not naturally creative. My brain just doesn't work that way. But that's a lie. The latest neuroscience proves that your brain has neuroplasticity, which means you can rewire your brain. You can train yourself to think faster, smarter, and more creatively. You can literally become more intelligent. The secret? How you train your mind. Because genius is not about IQ. Genius is about thinking differently. The 3 thinking habits of geniuses. If you want to unlock your brain's full potential, you must develop these 3 key habits. These are the thinking patterns that separate ordinary minds from extraordinary ones. Let's break them down. Habit number 1. Think in questions, not answers. Most people seek quick answers. They want solutions handed to them. But geniuses? They ask better questions. Because the quality of your questions determines the quality of your thinking. How to think like a genius. The 10x question method. Whenever you face a challenge, Instead of asking, "How can I fix this?" ask, "How can I solve this in a way that no one else has thought of?" What if the opposite were true? How would a billionaire, scientist, or world leader solve this? This forces your brain to think beyond the obvious. Try it today. Take any problem you're facing and ask 3 different, creative questions about it. You'll be shocked at the new ideas your brain comes up with. Habit number 2. Think like a scientist. Test and adapt. Geniuses don't just think. They experiment. They test ideas. They are not afraid to be wrong. Einstein didn't just think about physics. He tested and refined theories. Edison didn't invent the light bulb overnight. He failed 10,000 times first. Musk didn't just assume Tesla would work. He constantly tested and improved. This is the mindset of growth and innovation. How to train your brain to think like a scientist. Try new things daily. Read new topics, explore new ideas, challenge your own beliefs. Be okay with being wrong. Every mistake teaches you something valuable. Test your assumptions. Always ask, "What if I'm wrong?" and seek different perspectives. Genius thinking is not about being right all the time. It's about being open to new possibilities. And that's how breakthroughs happen. Habit number 3. Think visually. Activate your creative mind. Did you know? Some of the most brilliant thinkers in history were visual thinkers. Einstein imagined his theories in pictures before putting them into words. Nikola Tesla built entire inventions in his mind before creating them. Da Vinci sketched thousands of ideas, blending art and science. They didn't just use words. They used images, mental models, and visual thinking. And when you train your brain to think visually, you unlock new levels of intelligence. How to train your brain to think visually. Draw your ideas. Instead of writing notes, sketch them out. Use mind maps. Connect ideas visually instead of listing them in a straight line. Imagine solutions. Before solving a problem, visualize different outcomes in your mind. This activates parts of your brain that logical thinking alone cannot. And it helps you see solutions that others miss. The daily genius routine. If you want to train your brain to think like a genius, follow this simple daily routine. Morning mental stretch. Spend 5 minutes asking yourself a big, creative question. Example: if I had to 10x my success in 1 year, how would I do it? Learn something unfamiliar. Read about a topic you don't normally study. Listen to a podcast from a different industry. Test and challenge your ideas. Every day, challenge at least one assumption you've always believed. Use visual thinking. Draw out your ideas. Map solutions before writing them down. By doing this every day, you train your brain to see beyond the obvious. And that's what leads to breakthrough thinking. The 7-day Think Like a Genius Challenge. Now it's time to put this into action. For the next 7 days, follow this challenge. Day 1. Ask 5 new questions about a problem in your life. Day 2. Try something outside your comfort zone, new skill, new way of thinking. Day 3. Learn 1 new idea from a completely different field. Day 4. Sketch out an idea instead of writing it. Day 5. Challenge 1 assumption you've always believed. Day 6. Explain a big idea in the simplest way possible. Day 7. Reflect. What new insights did you gain this week? By the end of this challenge, your brain will be sharper, faster, and more creative. Because genius isn't a gift. It's a mindset. And now, you have it. Chapter 11. The Art of Decision Making. Every day, you make thousands of decisions. Some are small: what to eat, what to wear, what to watch. Some are big: what career to choose, where to invest, who to trust. But here's the truth. Your entire life is shaped by your decisions. The success you have or don't have is the result of your past decisions. The relationships in your life are shaped by the choices you've made. The money, opportunities, and happiness you experience all come down to one thing: the way you make decisions. So, if you want to change your life, improve your success, and achieve bigger goals, you must learn how to make powerful, smart, and confident decisions fast. And in this chapter, you'll learn exactly how to do that. Because once you master the art of decision-making, you control your future. Let's begin. Why most people struggle to make decisions. Have you ever felt stuck in indecision? You go back and forth, overanalyzing, hesitating, second-guessing yourself. You want to make the perfect choice, so you end up making no choice at all. This is called decision paralysis. And it's one of the biggest killers of success. Because while you're overthinking, opportunities pass you by. Other people make bold moves and get ahead. You waste time, energy, and momentum. But the world's most successful people don't get stuck like this. They know how to make clear, confident decisions quickly.
How?
By following a simple, proven system. The 3 rules of high-level decision-making. If you want to make better, faster decisions, you need to follow these 3 rules. These are the same mental frameworks used by top CEOs, athletes, and billionaires. Let's break them down. Rule number 1. Speed over perfection. Most people hesitate because they want to make the perfect decision. But here's the reality. There is no perfect decision. Even the smartest people in the world don't always make the right choice. But the difference? They make decisions fast. Because success doesn't come from waiting for the perfect moment. Success comes from momentum. And the faster you make decisions, the faster you learn, adapt, and move forward. The 80% rule, how to make decisions faster. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, follows a simple decision-making rule. If you have 80% of the information, make the decision. Why? Because waiting for 100% of the information slows you down. If you wait too long, opportunities disappear. If you overanalyze, fear takes over. If you hesitate, someone else moves first. So, next time you're stuck in indecision, ask yourself, do I have at least 80% of the information I need? If yes, decide now. If no, what's the fastest way to get the missing information? Because progress beats perfection.
Every
Single
time.
Rule number 2. Trust your gut, backed by science. Have you ever had a gut feeling about something? A strong sense that you should or shouldn't do something, but you couldn't explain why? That's not magic. That's your brain processing millions of data points in the background. Scientists call this intuitive decision-making. It happens when your subconscious mind detects patterns that your conscious mind doesn't notice. Chess masters make rapid moves based on gut instinct. Elite athletes react in milliseconds without thinking. Top entrepreneurs make billion-dollar decisions in seconds.
How?
Because they've trained their minds to trust their intuition. How to strengthen your decision-making instincts. Expose yourself to more experiences. The more you learn and experience, the more patterns your brain detects. Read books, study success, learn from mistakes. Pay attention to your gut reactions. Notice when you feel a strong yes or no feeling. Your subconscious is giving you signals. Don't ignore them. Reflect on past decisions. Look back at times when you trusted your gut. Were you right? The more you recognize it, the stronger it gets. Your intuition is like a muscle. The more you use it, the more powerful it becomes. Rule number 3. Decisions create your identity. Every decision you make shapes the person you are becoming. If you decide to wake up early and take control of your mornings, you become a disciplined person. If you decide to invest in yourself, learn, and grow, you become a high-level thinker. If you decide to take action despite fear, you become unstoppable. This is called identity-based decision-making. And it's how successful people build confidence and momentum. How to make decisions that align with your best self. Next time you face a tough decision, ask yourself, what would the best version of me do? Would they hesitate or take action? Would they shrink back or step forward? Would they choose fear or courage? Because every time you choose courage, growth, and discipline, you reinforce that identity in your mind. And soon making bold, confident decisions becomes automatic. The 7-Day Decision-Making Challenge. Now it's time to apply what you've learned. For the next 7 days, practice these decision-making skills. Make at least one fast decision every day. Stop overthinking and go with your best judgment. Trust your gut on one choice per day. Follow your instincts and see what happens. Ask, what would my best self do? Make decisions that align with your highest potential. By the end of this challenge, you will feel more confident, decisive, and in control of your life than ever before. Because from this moment forward, you no longer hesitate. You decide. You act. You move forward. And that's what separates winners from the rest. Chapter 12. The Power of Unstoppable Momentum. Think about the last time you felt unstoppable. Maybe you were making progress on a big goal. Maybe you were crushing your workouts, business, or personal growth. Maybe everything just felt easy, like you were on fire. That feeling? That's momentum. And momentum is the secret weapon of the world's most successful people. Because when you have momentum, you take action without hesitation. You stay focused without forcing yourself. You feel driven, motivated, and unstoppable. But when you lose momentum, you overthink. You procrastinate. You struggle to get back on track. This is why momentum is the most valuable asset you can build. And in this chapter, you're going to learn exactly how to create, maintain, and protect your momentum so that no matter what happens, you never slow down. Let's begin. Why most people never build momentum. Have you ever started something strong but then lost motivation? Maybe you started a new habit but quit after a few weeks. Felt excited about a goal but lost interest over time. Got stuck after hitting a small setback. If so, you're not alone. Most people struggle to maintain momentum because they rely on motivation. They think, I'll take action when I feel motivated. But here's the truth. Motivation is unreliable. Some days you feel inspired. Some days you don't. And if you only take action when you feel like it, you will fail. The most successful people in the world don't rely on motivation. They rely on momentum. Because once you build momentum, you don't need motivation. Taking action becomes natural. And that's what we're going to create for you. The 3 laws of unstoppable momentum. If you want to become unstoppable, you must master these 3 laws. These are the same principles used by top athletes, entrepreneurs, and high performers to maintain long-term success. Let's break them down. Law number 1. Start small, then build fast. Most people fail to build momentum because they start too big. They set massive goals like, I'll work out every day for 2 hours. I'll write 50 pages of my book this week. I'll change my entire routine overnight. And then they burn out. Because starting too big is overwhelming. Instead, high achievers follow a simple formula. Start ridiculously small, build momentum, scale up fast. The 2-minute rule. How to start any habit with ease. Whenever you start something new, make it so small you can't fail. Want to read more? Read 1 page. Want to exercise? Do 5 push-ups. Want to write a book? Write 1 sentence. This sounds too easy. But that's the point. Because once you start, your brain naturally wants to continue. And after a few days, those small actions turn into massive momentum. Try this rule today. And watch how fast your momentum builds. Law number 2. Never miss twice. No one is perfect. Even the most disciplined people miss a day once in a while. They skip a workout. They forget to write. They take a day off. And that's fine. Missing once will not kill your momentum. But missing twice in a row? That's how bad habits form. High achievers follow one simple rule. Never miss twice. If they miss a day, they make damn sure they show up the next day. No excuses. No negotiations. The momentum recovery method. Whenever you break a streak, do this. Forgive yourself. No guilt. No beating yourself up. Refocus immediately. Remind yourself why you started. Take immediate action. Even if it's tiny, take one small step today. Momentum is never about being perfect. Momentum is about consistency. And as long as you never miss twice, you will never lose momentum. Law number 3. Create a streak and never break it. Success is not about big leaps. Success is about small, daily wins that add up over time. And the best way to stay consistent? Track your progress. Why? Because the moment you see a streak forming, your brain does not want to break it. If you meditate for 5 days in a row, you want to keep going. If you work out for 10 straight days, you don't want to stop. If you make daily sales calls, skipping feels like failure. This is called the streak effect. And it's one of the most powerful momentum builders in psychology. The simple streak tracker method. Step 1. Pick one habit you want to build. Step 2. Get a calendar or habit tracking app. Step 3. Every day you complete the habit, put a check mark. Step 4. Watch your streak grow and never break it. Simple, but insanely effective. Because once your streak builds, your momentum becomes unstoppable. The 7-day momentum challenge. Now it's time to take action. For the next 7 days, follow this challenge to create momentum. Start ridiculously small. Pick a goal and break it into tiny, easy steps. Never miss twice. If you slip, recover immediately. Track your progress. Build a streak and protect it. By the end of this challenge, you will feel momentum like never before. Because once you become the type of person who always moves forward, success becomes inevitable. Chapter 13. The Habits of High Achievers. What if I told you success is not about talent, luck, or intelligence? It's about habits. Because no matter how smart, skilled, or motivated you are, your habits determine your future. Think about it. If you have great habits, success becomes automatic. If you have bad habits, success becomes impossible. The world's most successful people, billionaires, athletes, top performers, don't rely on motivation. They rely on habits. They build routines and systems that make success inevitable. And in this chapter, you're going to learn the 5 most powerful success habits, so you can install them into your life starting today. Let's begin. The secret of habitual success. Take a moment and ask yourself, what do my daily habits say about my future? Because here's the truth. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. Most people set big goals, but they don't build the habits to support them. They say, I want to be successful. But they waste hours scrolling social media. I want to be in great shape. But they skip workouts and eat junk. I want to build wealth. But they never invest in learning or growth. High achievers don't just set goals. They build habits that guarantee those goals become reality. And now you're going to do the same. The 5 essential habits of high achievers. If you want to maximize your potential, stay disciplined, and create success effortlessly, you must install these 5 habits. These habits are the foundation of every top performer's success. Let's break them down. Habit number 1. The morning dominance routine. How you start your morning sets the tone for the entire day. Most people wake up, check their phone, scroll social media, react to emails, messages, and notifications. They start the day in reaction mode. And when you start in reaction mode, you stay in reaction mode. But high achievers? They start their day with power. They control their mornings. They set their focus. They build momentum before the world distracts them. The 5-step high achiever morning routine. Wake up early. Own your morning before distractions start. Move your body. Get your energy up with exercise or stretching. Feed your mind. Read, journal, or listen to something inspiring. Set your focus. Plan your top 3 priorities for the day. Avoid your phone for the first hour. Protect your mental clarity. Try this for 1 week. And watch how your days become more focused, productive, and powerful. Habit number 2, relentless learning and growth. Success is a learning game. If you stop learning, you stop growing. And if you stop growing, you start falling behind. This is why high achievers invest in learning every single day. Warren Buffett reads 500 pages a day. Elon Musk taught himself rocket science through reading. Bill Gates takes learning vacations to study new ideas. Because the more you learn, the more valuable you become. How to install the learning habit. Read for 30 minutes every day. Choose books that expand your mind. Listen to educational content. Podcasts, audiobooks, interviews. Surround yourself with smarter people. Join a mastermind or network. Apply what you learn. Knowledge is useless without action. Make learning a daily habit. And watch how fast your success accelerates. Habit number 3, the 90-minute focus system. In today's world, focus is a superpower. Most people are constantly distracted. Social media, emails, notifications, endless scrolling. They can't focus for more than a few minutes without checking their phone. But high achievers? They train their minds to focus deeply and intensely without distraction. Because they know deep work creates massive results. The 90-minute focus method. Pick one high-impact task. What's the most valuable thing you can do today? Eliminate distractions. No phone, no emails, no interruptions. Set a 90-minute timer. Focus completely until the time is up. Take a 10-minute break. Rest your brain, then repeat. This is how billionaires, athletes, and creators produce at the highest level. Try it today. And watch your productivity skyrocket. Habit number 4, daily self-reflection. Most people go through life on autopilot. They never stop to ask, what's working? What's holding me back? What should I improve? But high achievers reflect daily. They analyze their progress. They learn from their mistakes. They adjust their strategies. Because if you're not evaluating your progress, you're not growing. The 5-minute nightly reflection routine. Every night, ask yourself, what did I accomplish today? What could I have done better? What's my top focus for tomorrow? This habit keeps you self-aware, adaptable, and constantly improving. And that's how you grow faster than everyone else. Habit number 5, relentless execution, taking massive action. You can have the best ideas, the biggest goals, the smartest strategies, but none of that matters if you don't take action. Because at the end of the day, execution is everything. High achievers don't wait. They don't overthink. They don't wait for the perfect time. They don't let fear stop them. They take action now. And adjust as they go. The just do it rule. Whenever you feel hesitation, do this. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go.
Take action before your brain talks you out of it. This destroys procrastination and turns you into a relentless action taker. Because at the end of the day, the people who take action win. The 7-day High Achiever Habit Challenge. For the next 7 days, follow this routine. Morning routine. Start your day with power. Daily learning. Read or listen to something new. Deep focus work. Do one 90-minute deep work session. Nightly reflection. Analyze your progress and adjust. Take massive action. Execute without hesitation. By the end of this challenge, you will feel more focused, disciplined, and unstoppable than ever before. Because success isn't about what you do once in a while. It's about what you do every day. And now you have the habits to win. Chapter 14. Mastering the Art of High-Performance Thinking. What if you could train your brain to think at the highest level? To make faster, smarter decisions. To solve problems effortlessly. To think like a billionaire, an innovator, a top-level strategist. Because here's the truth. Success is 80% mindset and thinking. The world's most successful people don't just work harder. They think better. They approach problems differently. They see opportunities where others see obstacles. They make strategic moves while others hesitate. And in this chapter, you're going to learn how to develop a high-performance mindset so you can start thinking, deciding, and problem-solving like the world elite. Let's begin. Why most people think at a low level. Most people never reach their full potential because they think too small. They focus on problems instead of solutions. They let fear and doubt control their decisions. They see the world through limitations instead of possibilities. But high achievers? They train their minds to operate on a different level. They focus on growth and opportunity. They reframe obstacles into challenges to conquer. They use logic and strategy, not just emotion. The good news? This way of thinking can be learned. And you're about to learn it now. The 3 principles of high-performance thinking. If you want to think like the top 1%, you must train your brain to follow these 3 principles. These are the same mental frameworks used by billionaires, CEOs, and top performers. Let's break them down. Principle number 1. Think in solutions, not problems. Most people focus on what's wrong. They complain. They stress. They feel stuck. But high achievers? They train their brains to immediately focus on solutions. The solution-focused thinking method. Whenever you face a challenge, ask yourself, what's the solution here? Instead of focusing on the problem, direct your brain toward answers. What's one action I can take right now? No overthinking. No hesitation. Just move forward. Who can I learn from? Someone has solved this before. Find their strategy and apply it. Try this every time you face a challenge. And watch how quickly your thinking shifts from stress to strategy. Principle number 2. Think in decades, not just days. Most people think too short-term. They want quick results. They avoid hard decisions. They chase instant gratification. But high performers think long-term. They don't just ask, what will this do for me today? They ask, where will this decision take me in 5, 10, or 20 years? The long-term decision framework. Whenever you're making a choice, ask, if I repeat this action every day for 5 years, where will I be? If the answer is nowhere, stop doing it. If the answer is growth, wealth, or success, do more of it. What would my future self want me to do? Will your future self thank you for this decision or regret it? Am I choosing comfort or growth? Short-term comfort equals long-term regret. Short-term challenge equals long-term success. This is why top achievers invest instead of just spending. Build skills instead of wasting time. Make sacrifices today for a bigger reward tomorrow. Think in decades, not days. And watch how your life transforms. Principle number 3. Think like a strategist, not a reactor. Most people are reactive. They respond to life's events instead of planning them. They make decisions based on emotion instead of logic. They let circumstances control them instead of taking control. But the most successful people think like strategists. They plan ahead, anticipate obstacles, make moves before they're forced to react. This is how you go from being controlled by life to controlling life. The strategic thinking formula. Before making any decision, pause and ask, what are the potential outcomes of this choice? What's the smartest move long-term? If I were advising someone else, what would I tell them? Always think 2 steps ahead. If you make this move, what's next? How will it affect your future options? Study strategic thinkers. Read books on business, war, negotiation, and high-level strategy. Learn how leaders, investors, and innovators make decisions. Because when you think strategically instead of emotionally, you always stay ahead of the game. The 7-day high-performance thinking challenge. Now it's time to apply what you've learned. For the next 7 days, train your brain to think like a high performer. Day 1. Shift your focus. Every time you catch yourself complaining, immediately ask, what's the solution? Day 2. Make at least one decision based on long-term thinking instead of short-term emotions. Day 3. Before making a decision, pause and analyze all possible outcomes. Day 4. Read for 30 minutes about strategy, problem-solving, or high-level thinking. Day 5. Avoid impulsive reactions. Pause before responding to anything. Day 6. Make one bold decision that moves your life forward. Day 7. Reflect. How has your thinking changed in just 1 week? By the end of this challenge, you will notice a powerful shift in how your mind works. You will think faster, sharper, and clearer. You will make better decisions with confidence. You will operate at a higher level than 99% of people, because success starts in the mind. And now, your mind is trained for greatness. Chapter 15. The final step to activating your full potential. You've come a long way. You've learned how to reprogram your mind for success. Master discipline, confidence, and emotional control. Make powerful decisions with clarity and certainty. Train your brain for high-performance thinking. But now, there's only one final step. And it's the most important one. Because knowledge is useless without action. If you don't apply what you've learned, if you don't turn these lessons into habits, if you don't make a lifelong commitment to growth, nothing changes. And that's what separates winners from the rest. It's not about how much they know. It's about how much they apply every single day. This final chapter is about making sure that you stay consistent with these habits for life. You never lose momentum or fall back into old patterns. You turn everything you've learned into permanent transformation. Because success isn't about what you do once. It's about what you do forever. Let's begin. Why most people fail to stay consistent. Most people start strong but then fall off track.
They
feel motivated for a few weeks, then lose momentum. Start building habits, but stop when things get tough. Get distracted, discouraged, or overwhelmed. And eventually, they go back to their old ways. But why? It's not because they're lazy. It's not because they don't want success. It's because they never created a system for staying on track. And that's exactly what you're going to learn right now. The 3 keys to lifelong success. If you want to stay consistent, never lose motivation, and keep growing for life, you must master these 3 keys. These are the same principles that high performers use to stay disciplined, focused, and unstoppable year after year. Let's break them down. Key number 1. Build an identity that matches your goals. Here's a secret that 99% of people never understand. You don't succeed because of what you do. You succeed because of who you become. If you only focus on actions and habits, but don't change your identity, you will always struggle to stay consistent. Because your actions must align with how you see yourself. Think about it. If someone tries to quit smoking but still sees themselves as a smoker, they will eventually go back. If someone tries to wake up early but still believes, I'm not a morning person, they will eventually stop. But if they shift their identity to, I am a healthy, disciplined person. I am someone who wakes up early and takes control of my day. I am a high achiever who follows through on my commitments. Then success becomes natural and effortless. Because when your identity changes, your actions follow automatically. How to reinforce your new identity. Speak your new identity daily. Say out loud, I am disciplined. I am confident. I am unstoppable. Act like the person you want to become. Ask yourself, what would the best version of me do right now? Surround yourself with people who match your new identity. Your environment shapes your habits. Choose wisely. Once you lock in your new identity, your success will never feel like effort again. Key number 2. Create a system that keeps you accountable. Motivation fades. Discipline comes and goes. But systems keep you on track, no matter what. This is why the most successful people don't rely on willpower. They build accountability systems that make success inevitable. The 3-part accountability system. Track your progress. Use a habit tracker, journal, or calendar. Every day you take action, check it off. Seeing your streak grow keeps you consistent. Get an accountability partner. Tell someone your goals. Check in with them weekly. Knowing someone is watching keeps you accountable. Make it public. Announce your goal on social media or to a group. Public pressure makes you follow through. When you have a system that holds you accountable, failure is no longer an option. Key number 3. Adapt, evolve, and keep growing. Most people fail long-term because they never adapt. They stop learning. They resist change. They cling to old strategies that no longer work. But high achievers stay ahead by constantly evolving. They never stop learning, adjusting, and improving. How to make sure you never stop growing? Every month, review your progress. Ask, what's working? What's not? What do I need to adjust? Keep learning. Read new books. Study high achievers. Stay open to new ideas. Set new goals as you grow. Don't get comfortable. Keep pushing yourself to the next level. Because the moment you stop growing, you start falling behind. But as long as you keep evolving, your success will never stop. The final 7-day transformation challenge. Now it's time to lock in everything you've learned. For the next 7 days, follow this plan. Day 1. Reinforce your new identity. Speak it out loud. Day 2. Track your habits and check off every action you take. Day 3. Get an accountability partner and share your goal. Day 4. Review your progress. Adjust what's not working. Day 5. Learn something new that expands your thinking. Day 6. Set a new goal that pushes you to grow. Day 7. Reflect. How much have you changed? How will you keep evolving? By the end of this challenge, you will not just have learned these principles, you will have become the person who lives them. Because this isn't just a book. This is your new life. The final word. You are ready. If you've made it this far, you are no longer the same person who started this journey. You've upgraded. Your mindset, your habits, your thinking, your confidence, your ability to take action and win. And now, there is only one thing left to do. Go out and live it. Because everything you want, success, confidence, freedom, impact, it's already inside you. You just have to activate it. And now, you have. This is your time. This is your moment. This is your future. Now go out and create it. Conclusion. The journey never ends. This book may be finished, but your journey is just beginning. Because the real magic isn't in what you learned. It's in what you do next. So go. Take action. Stay consistent. Keep evolving. And never stop activating the full power of your mind. Your future is waiting. Go claim it. Enjoying this audiobook? Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new chapter. Your support keeps this going. Thank you.